What's up people on the interwebs, hope you're having an amazing day. So today on Nerdy Nails I'm showing my face again, so get used to seeing this lovely mug since this is going to be appearing a lot more often on this channel. And today I kind of want to show you this kind of brilliant nail hack I thought of a few months ago, and I was a bit like, why haven't I shared this on YouTube yet? Since anyone else who's a nail lover, you may find this hack genius and will hopefully save you quite a lot of money in the long run. And it's also a really good idea if you're a bit like me for nail art and one of your favourite things when doing nail art is doing stamping. You guys probably get the idea if you watch a lot of my other nail tutorials that I feel like I am a stamping queen. I am the stamping queen. A lot of my nail videos is stamping tutorials since one, I love them so much for so many reasons, since if you can't draw to save your life, this is a good way to have kind of really artsy nails on the cheap. And if anyone sees and knows nothing about nail art, you can lie and be like, yes, I did paint them all by myself, hand-free, where there'll be a maze where no one needs to know your little secret that you stamped it on. Two, if you can draw and you think like you want to draw a flower on your nails, you could spend hours drawing a flower on your nail, which would look pretty cool. Or if you want to be a little bit like me and lazy and you want to save time, stamp it on. Anyway, those are kind of my few reasons why I really like stamping nail art, since it's quick, it's easy, it's fun, and you always get an amazing result at the end. But here's my problem if you're a bit like me and you do have a lot of stamping plates, is where on earth do you store them? When I first got into stamping, it was a horrible mess. I'm a very messy person in real life. They were literally just stacked on one another like this, but the pile was a much higher with all my other ones. This is just a few I've taken out for a quick demonstration. And the problem is, if you go online to find a storage place for these nail plates, one, it's very hard to find storage stuff for nail art, because you put nail art in the world of the internet, it's a bit like, what is this weird thing that this girl's trying to search? And they come up with actually either actual nails than nail art itself. I will say over the last few years it has got better with googling nail art stuff, that you can actually find a lot of good things now. But if you do type in nail art storage, you either get these little kind of square ones, which are not too bad if all of your nail plates are these kind of either square or circle nail plates, because since they do fit quite nicely in these little square ones. So if you've only got these ones, then these ones are also a good alternative. You can get them very cheaply online. I think I got this with like a deal on Amazon, so it was like within like $1 or $2 or £1 or £2 in the UK, so it's very cheap. But here's the problem I want to talk about now if you're a bit like me and you have become a very avid stamp plate collector. And if you are, you know full too well that all nail plates do not come in a mere circle or square size. They come in a lot of different shapes and sizes, and most popular with nail stamp art is growing. They have started to come in either big square ones or long rectangular ones, and even other ones I've seen online, like I've seen one there like they're in the shape of a bow and in the shape of a heart. But the shape of nail plates are becoming very vast and different in this day and age. They're no longer these small squares and circle ones, they're becoming bigger, cooler, bolder. So here's the problem, that little nail storage I showed, it's not good for these big ones, it's only good for these little ones. And the problem with that, you can start getting into a horrible mess where you start separating your big ones with your little ones, and in the long run you might actually lose some of your nail plates. So you come to the question, where do I go next? And you might think, well, maybe I'll go on a nail art website and see what I can find. And a lot of nail art websites, they are starting to put nail books to store your nail plates. But the problem I have found, if you do go onto a nail website and you find their nail plate storage book, is that they only accommodate for their sizes. I have a few that have come from Moyu, and I've seen on their website that they have a storage book, but the only problem with their storage book is they only accommodate for their nail plates. So they only accommodate for these rectangle ones rather than the ones that are kind of circle and big square ones. And then you kind of come into the next whole, well, that's only good if I just buy from their company alone, where, let's be real, if you're a avid nail stamp collector, you're not getting it from one company. You're gonna go either where there's some cool designs or where it's cheap. So you are going to be messing around looking at different stationery size, and here is the problem. Not a lot of companies like to do a big book where it fits all the different stationery size, because obviously, you know, they just want you to buy from their company alone. And here's my kind of tip and trick I've found to kind of meet the accommodation of all the nail art lovers if you want different shapes and sizes of nail plates to be fitting in one storage book. And here is the idea I've come up with, which is kind of one of those genius and simplistic ideas that anyone could think of, and it was just putting two and two together. And that is to go online and just buy yourself a simple self-adhesive photographic book. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a photo album, and this one is just a bit of sticky paper with some plastic over the top to obviously to keep photos from dust and dirt, where I have kind of found a new use for it to stick all my nail plates in. As you can see, all your nail plates can fit on a few different pages. Doesn't matter if they are different shapes or size, they can all fit in one collective book all together. So I will put a link in the description below where you can get a kind of cheap photo album that is self-adhesive. If you don't use my link, that is fine. If you can find it somewhere cheaper, definitely go for cheaper. This is just the one I bought online. I bought it off Amazon. And just remember, if you are going to look on a different web link, make sure it is self-adhesive. And the main thing which is self-adhesive is basically the kind of paper here is just sticky overall. You can stick it in any angle of the photo album, as if you don't get a self-adhesive one, you may get a photo album where they kind of have certain rules and regulations of what size photos can fit in. So you really want a photo album that you can stick it everywhere. So that's why the self-adhesive side of the photo album is so important. Plus it's quite nice to just have a nice big photo album to stick all your nail plates in, because then you can kind of just flick through it, you can see your designs a lot more clearly and carefully, and just get a better idea of what kind of nail plate you want to use in the future. And it's all nice and tidy, laid out neatly, and it's just a really good way to store your nail plates. And it's just one of those things, when I thought about it the other day, I was like, why have I never done this in the first place? Instead of wasting my money on the little kind of circular plates, or even wasting money on nail companies that have nail plate storage but only do it to their plate sizes, rather than thinking about the universal world of nail plates that all come in different shapes and sizes. So hopefully I've saved you some money in the long run, and I've actually shown you a nice little nail hack, and the money you have saved, you can actually use it to buy more nail polish and nail plates. So win-win overall. So there is a kind of good nail hack that I haven't really seen anyone think of in the world of kind of nail blogging. I have never ever seen anyone say about just getting a photo album. So hopefully I've shown you guys something new in the nail art world. So if I have, please leave a like and even leave a comment. If you want to see a few more nail hacks on this channel, as I'm thinking about showing a few tips and tricks about the nail world once a week, leave me a comment if you want me to do it, as I'm happy to do it since I love the nail art world so much. But anyway guys, keep being awesome, keep having an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!